Hello, this is the first tutorial of our C++ tutorial series. In this tutorial I'm going to cover how to install the compiler and an editor. We're not going to use anything simple like Dev C++ or Microsoft Visual C++. You can use those, but I prefer not to. What you're going to need to do is go online and get a copy of MinGW compiler. It's an open source compiler that you can download. I'll put the link in the description below. Once you have that, you want to install code blocks. That's a free editor, and it's compatible with the MinGW C++ compiler. So what you're going to do once you have it, you're going to open the compiler setup. You hit Next, Next, Download Latest Repository Catalogs. I accept the agreement. You're going to install it to the C drive. You want it to be on this exact directory, otherwise code blocks will not recognize it automatically and you will have to go through and set it up, and it's a lot difficult. Once you're here, do C++ compiler, and I don't think anything else is required. Hit Next and install. It will go through this. It might take a while depending on your internet connection and your computer speed. I'm just going to fast forward this. Once that's done, you can click Finish to exit the setup. Now what you're going to do is open the code blocks installer. Just do that by double clicking it as well. Once this opens, it will start with a splash screen and followed by the setup. You can go ahead and click Next, and I agree. Next, install. Code blocks will then begin the setup process. Once this comes up, you can select Yes to run code blocks now. Next and finish. Code block will open up with that same exact splash screen, but it might last a little longer because it's opening the actual program and not just the setup. It all depends on your computer speed. Mine isn't so great, but once it's open, we can go into Settings and Compiler and Debugger. You can go to Toolchain Executables and click Auto Detect next to this installation directory field. And what that will do is auto detect our compiler from GNU/GCC. Hit OK, and then you want to go to your linker settings and add this. It will be in your description. Basically what this does is it makes it to where you don't have to add this specific DLL file to your project folder every time you build. It's really worthwhile. Hit OK, and just to make sure this works, we're going to create a new quick project, an empty one, and tutorial 0, installing the compiler, and we're going to hit OK, and then finish. From there we're going to add a new file, C++ source, C++, give it a name. I'm just going to name it main.cpp, all, finish. From there we're just going to write a simple, fast program. I'm not going to go through any documentary. This is a simple program. We will be learning what it is, the structure of it, how it works, but just for now, so we can test it, you can copy that and choose Build and Run. Now, since this is my first time building the project, since I have installed it, it will fail to run for some odd reason. System, not System. Build and run that. Now, it will take quite a bit of time since my first time. Alright, now here comes the executable. It should run. Printing hello world, press any key to continue. That concludes the first lesson of how to get the compiler set up along with an editor. Again, you can use something along the lines of Microsoft Visual C++ and Dev C++, but I prefer this, and I'm sure you will too. I thank you for the views. You can follow my Twitter and get the latest updates on my channel. New videos should be posted every day to every other day, and I hope to see you in the next tutorial where we talk about the structure of a C++ program.